Okay, so today I am back with our Earth Systems diagram. Um, hmm, Let me first save my green font, my biosphere, just in case I didn't do that already before I add my next one. We're going to be talking about the hydrosphere today, everyone. Again, that is the hydrosphere. Now, the hydrosphere, does anybody remember what that is? That refers to all the water that's found on the earth. We're going to put our notes over here today. The hydrosphere, that equals all the water on earth. Now, man, oh man, this is a loaded category, everybody. Okay, lots of information. Okay, now hydrosphere has a word part in the front, just like biosphere did. The word part hydro, what do you figure that means? Bio meant life. What do you guess hydro means? It means water. So if I told you there's somebody that's called a hydrologist, think of a biologist studies life. What would a hydrologist study? That's right. This is a scientist who studies water. All right, let's see. Where are all the places you can find water? Well, water can be found pretty much everywhere on the earth. I don't know if everywhere, maybe that's an exaggeration, but it can be found on the ground, under the ground, deep down within the earth, like under the layers of the soil. So if you dig holes down in there, you can find it. Think of wells that you are dug, right? Okay, under the ground and in the air. He's awful big, my little box here, right? Water can be found in three different forms. We have liquid. I'm going to write them all down and then we'll come back. We have solid water that's found naturally on the earth, and we also have gas, otherwise called vapor. Okay, let's go back to liquid for a minute. So liquid could be found in rivers, oceans, lakes. You know, think of liquid water, places you could find liquid water. This isn't all of liquid water. I'm sure there's many other places. We're just going to put some solid liquid. So this is frozen water. Where can you find frozen water? What do you call it? You call it glaciers. Or you think of icebergs. Icebergs, that's called sea ice. Okay. Oops. I cannot do this right today, ladies and gentlemen. All right, sea ice. And we have gas or vapors. Now, that are found in clouds and fog. Hey, hey. Okay. And guess what? Every living thing on this entire earth depends on water. If the living things, these green things that we have all over this earth so far, if they didn't have water, they would be dead. That's really important, really important. All right, let's go ahead and get started with our labels. Now remember, boys and girls, you can put your notes, these notes here on your diagram if you want to, or you can put those notes on a separate Google Doc. Okay, you could call it science notes, Earth System science notes, or something like that. Okay, so let's get started. Oh, what do I see? Oh, I see here. Okay, that's the first thing I saw. So I'm going to come right over here. I'm going to put my box over here. I'm going to put what that could be. I can't really tell. Maybe it's rain. It could also be maybe sleet, kind of looks like sleet. It's not really drawn in round circles, but let's just go ahead and keep listing all these forms of precipitation that we could have. So we have rain, we have sleet. In the wintertime, we have snow, and we even have hail. Okay, so I want those words on there. I want you to get comfortable with that vocabulary. Now, and we also have, let's see what else here. What we have, oh, these things here. See these little things? That looks like it's some kind of like the snow melt coming from the top of the mountain there. We call that runoff. And up here, we have definitely some kind of frozen something going on. And let's call that a glacier. Although I'm not positive, glaciers usually are formed between mountains down here. But I think that's what I was thinking of when I put that up there, that would be a glacier. You could also label that like a snow. Sometimes when you see that on the top of a mountain, it's snow. Okay, there. I like the look of that better. Okay, oh, now let's see. Does it get a little more complicated? What else do we see anywhere? Down here, I think this is a river. Coming down from the mountain down here and winding its way down here, and then there's big waves here. Guys, this is some kind of an ocean or a sea. And then back here, hard to know for sure. There's no plants on this, and it's not colored. But I think that might be like an iceberg or something. Let's label that sea ice. Let's see. Now at this point, it's going to get a little bit more complicated, I think. Okay. Up here, we have some wind that's blowing. Okay. Now, inside of the air would be water vapor. Okay, for surely. Okay. We could say that that's condensation. So you see that very clearly, like when you take showers and they're nice and your bathroom gets nice and steamy. That's condensation. Okay, and that's always in the air around us. Think of humidity, right? When you go outside in the summertime and the air is sticky around you, there's always humidity in the air. Deserts have less humidity than other places, but they still have some humidity. Some moisture is always in the air. Okay, always, all the time. The other thing I want us to do, okay, we're going to take our drawing tool, also blue here. It's a different shade of blue, but I don't really care. And I'm going to draw an arrow coming off of a tree. Because trees, I know that you guys know that trees release and plants release oxygen. But did you know that they also release water? That's called transpiration. Transpiration. The water comes off of the trees. It goes back into the air. It comes off of their leaves. Okay, a little bit. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. Okay, we also have over here, kind of looks like some flooding or something happening. I'm not sure if, let's label it flooding. Okay, it might be over here, this flooding. See that? Or is that a lake? I'm not sure, but we have all this runoff coming off the mountain, and it seems like it's causing flooding down here. Well, it's coming up into the trees over here. Okay, then over here, look at this. I was thinking this was a river, but it's not. It's got things like rocks and stuff in it, and there's darkness drawn in it. I think that's to be representing dirt. This is a landslide, and a landslide is made from water and dirt and rocks mixing all together. And inside of a landslide, not quite half, this is about a quarter, between a quarter and about almost a half is water. Okay. Oh, and let's look at this person. Well, did you know that people, 60% of a person is water? Ooh, now that overlapped. Look at that, 60%. So only 40% of all people is something other than water. Very interesting. Now let's go over here and let's think about animals for a minute. So animals, animals, about 75% is water. Of animals. Okay, remember that we said that all living things depend on water, and I mean, a person dies within like about 3 days of not drinking water. You get so dehydrated so fast, and animals need water also. Okay, and now let's talk about plants. Plants. And I'm going to put my detail over here. I've got a little space. Plants. Oh my goodness, wait till you get that. 90% of plants is water. And so the thing I want you to think about, some animals only get their water by eating plants. And look at that. If 90%, that is very close to 100. 90% of plants is water, ladies and gentlemen. 90%. Isn't that amazing? Amazing. Amazing, amazing. And that really completes. Oh, wait, I forgot one thing. We have a house here, and there is definitely water in there. Water's in there. You might see some more places where there's some water. Well, I mean, this looks like a crop or something down here, you know, where somebody would, a farmer would come in and put his field, and the farmer would maybe use some kind of a sprinkler system to water his field, but we don't see that there. I could definitely not draw that anyway. Okay. Maybe this is flooding. That kind of looks like flooding. I can't remember where I put the flooding, either that or that. Maybe it's all flooding, though, both those places. Okay. All right, everybody. And that is the hydrosphere. So make sure that you get your labels on there, and then you decide where you're going to put your notes, the note box.